My name is D.I. Lee. I'm chief producer and publisher of community newspaper, Korean newspaper, Korean community, and then Korean TV and Korean radio station. We are serving the information to Korean community. I never ever thought about living outside of Korea. And then actually my wife, family, already immigrant here in Vancouver. So my wife is alone all the time. So that is one thing I really sorry about my wife. And then one day I thought living in one place is really boring for me. So I came here 42 years old, and then half of my life here in Korea, and then why not go outside? So I tried, and then I decided, and then that makes me decide to move here. Not for my children's education, but for myself. So sorry about that. It's very unusual Korean people. I used to work at the editorial director of a national magazine called Geo. That is originated from Germany, Hamburg. There is the parent company is Gruner Unyar. That is publisher of Stern magazine. That is very strong documentary. Is a very strong. You just see like blood in the paper in the photo. It's a extreme photo documentary magazine, and it is too strong. So they really tone down, and then similar kind of content like National Geographic, but it's a more journalistic magazine. So I'm editorial director of a Korean version of Geo magazine. And before that, I was a media rep company. I was in a media rep company. It's the same company, but different job. That is representing foreign media. At the time, Korea was a very news-generating country, like democratic demonstration and political unstable. So many foreign media want to have a office here in Korea, but it's very expensive. So they hire a company like us, and then we represent those foreign media like CNN, and then now is Bloomberg, but we are working with, previously Bloomberg was a Business Week magazine, so I worked for them, and then New Yorker magazine, and then Financial Times newspaper in London, Frankfurt Allgemeine Zeitung in Germany. So we represent those very highly esteemed publications and media in Korea. That made us in media industry. That is not a good idea. I believe it's very difficult to maintain at this time of the time of the year. I majored English literature and then economics. I majored two subjects, and then I was not a good student in high school. I was a captain of a judo team, and then I was also we made a team of group sounds. Sorry about that. Group sound of rock band, and then I played the guitar, and then I don't study, and then I play music all the time, and at a private school. I entered the university, and then I'm an old student, so many people is trying to go to Samsung and Hyundai or LG, but I'm old people, old students, so I don't want to go there. So I'm looking for small companies, and then luckily I found a small advertisement in a newspaper, and then I applied, and then I entered that company. That is media rep company. That is how I involved in media industry. And in high school, I set up group sound, and then we played rock. Heavy at the time, heavy metal is a very dominating youngsters like me, and then like Led Zeppelin and then Deep Purple. Those are Pink Floyd, and you name it. It is Beatles is a classic. So we played that, and then one of my school alumni is a famous artist there. There's Jo Young-pil. He is a very influential artist in Korean music, and then I'd like to become him. So I played music, and then I set up. I continue, and then play like a copy music, and then eventually we'll have our own music later. But we couldn't get into university. So in Korea, not getting into university, that is a huge problem. We all separated. So and then after graduation, my high school, before my university, I was hired to be a DJ in classical music cafe. So classical music cafe in Myeongdong, that is like Gangnam at the time. Still Myeongdong is popular for shopping, but at the time is old culture, is a young culture, is generated and bloomed in Myeongdong. So I was a DJ there, and then I studied classical music, and then as you know, I played heavy metal. Now I go into classical music, and then for like 2 years of DJ, I went to military, and then after military, I went to university. I completely forgot my music, because in a company you have to work very hard. And then I was very successful in the company, and I became director. I was hired by the company, and then I became director and one of the owners of the company. And then I now have some time. So I started collecting, music reminded at the time. And then I started collecting music album, and then that become my music lover. I always loved music, so that's why. All of this collection is when I pick up, that has a story. So it is for the music collectors, for example, it's not easy to find good recording and a good music album. So each one of them is the best recorded album, or best performing album. So it's a very, very good. I really liked bass tune. So I like some bass collections, like a bass players collection. For example, I have some over there, but David Holland or Ray Brown is a bass player. So I like those kind of music. And then some of Korean music and classical music. So I started collecting classical music, now I'm settled in jazz. Whenever I go abroad in Korea, I went to Paris and Hamburg and Düsseldorf and some of London. Whenever I go, it's a very busy schedule. Whenever I go there, I set up time to visit some used market so that I can collect. I cannot bring many of them because it's heavy, so it's limited to carry for the airplane. So I have a very seldom and limited number of collections, and then I really thrilled to listening, and that is repeated my collection. And here too, I collect. Nowadays, I stopped collection because of space problem. But yeah, it's very fun to find new music, and like a Billie Eilish, for example. She's a new artist, but I collect 3 of her LPs. So I'm always trying to find new artists as well as old artists of history. Music in my life is not motivation, but it's kind of for example, Korean history is very, many of Korean history is dark side. I can, tell, I have some special documentary project in mind that is something very interesting. But, at the time we couldn't speak loud, in political critics or whatever. So that is something music, is something I can rely on. Is you feel it, and then music word has something meaning in it, right? Is they play love song, but that is my home country loving song. So that is something very meaningful to calm myself and then understand, endure the darkness of a Korean, political season. So that is something I keep it in my difficult season of my business career. Somebody sued me as a libel case about my writing. That is a very, I wrote correct and then truth, and then that is something court system is not sometimes work for me for the truth. So it's a very difficult time of my life, and then I listen music, and then I can endure, and then I can keep going my business. So that's very helpful. So that's very good. Many people outside of Korea see K-pop now some certain certain characters of the music. That is a very pleasant, sometimes a very MZ style of music. Before that, we was a dark area, so there are a lot of musicians, very, very influential and competent musicians affect those K-pop. The owner of that company is rooted from that side. So that is something, during that exhibition, Canadian people to have a look, what is root of K-pop. It's not that simple. All of a sudden, K-pop born is more likely affected by every single note, every single word that is from that same root. I really want to Canadian people that came from many endures and then freedom, you know, their hope is freedom. That is a base of the culture and music, and then of course love. That is something Canadian people look at, not just a simple dancing and music and word. That has a more meaningful, historical background. This is Billie Holiday. When I first heard her song, I cried. There is a, I still, it's a strange fruit. That is, in those, slavery period, the owner of farm killed and then hung up in a tree. That is a strange fruit. There's a Billie Holiday as the person who sang the song, and there are a lot of other. This is a sad song, but whatever it is, she is the best jazz singers because of that. So I always, Billie Holiday is top of my list. This is a, bass player, Ray Brown. So this is jazz, and then is a, Concord brand. Is a label, so that is a good music. So that is something. And David Orland is also bass player, and then this is a, jazz music produced by ECM. It's a good, play. And David Brubeck is, jazz player, like. Is a famous, Take Five. This is one of them. And then my loving Billie Holiday. I can't believe how such a young lady can, make this, very profound, music. And then this is another one, Billie Holiday. And this is a Jung Tae-chun and Park Eun-ok. They're the players of dark time of the Korean history. He was very strong and very calm and very gentle, but he was very strong against government. This is I admire those players. Still they are quite active. Musicians. This is one of my favorite. Is Tulgukha. Is only, I think he only alive nowadays. He's a very, this group has a very long history, and then he was in jail, and then he was like what is a whip? There's a very strictly prohibited in Korea, and he was jailed there, and then now become normal condition now. But anyway, it's a very long story. As a Keith Jarrett, as jazz music, as a death, and then and the flower. If you listen, very interesting sound, like Indonesian music is in it. It's a very, very interesting. It's like a sounds from heaven. Of course, there's Pink Floyd, Billie Eilish, And then Pink Floyd. I like Dire Straits. Not all of his music, but some very good. So I like Dire Straits. And then Elton John's is I don't like all of them, but I keep this one because of Tonight. Tonight is like a very classical music, and then I like it very much. And then this is a lean record. I have a lean system at home. That is a very good British system. They have a good sound record. So this is one of them. So Martin Taylor's is a very good guitar. And then Brad is not many people know, but is very popular in Korea. Brad, so many people like Eve, but I like a Diary. Diary is because I'm based in Korea. It's like Asian love, in a kind of word. It's they are living together as lovers, and then the man found her diary in the underneath of tree, and then he tried to look at, and then she always looking for the love, and then he found the love is not me, someone else. So this is a kind of a story. It's a very Asian, and then it's very interesting. Yeah, so I like it. The rhythm is good, and then their sound is good, and then their word is very good. Kenny Rankin is not many people know, but I like his music. So it's a jazz musician, jazz and between folk style of jazz. So, but this is only I pick up here, but here a lot of stories. Like for example, I like Rachmaninoff, and then there's all the different kind of music I like, and then it's classical music. There are Maria Callas, and then there are many. I like very rare collections, but problem is I can hear at the office because of my neighbor. So normally on Saturday or Sunday I came here and
just play music.
Yeah.
Do you play music a lot at home then?
I live in an apartment. Recently moved, and then I'm looking on it. So some kind neighbor or not, I'm not sure. But I have a system there, but I never played loud. It's not good way. So I moved here. So